Hey guys, welcome back to the Dan Miller Show. Buffalo Bills win 28-27 on their last preseason game. Basically preseason champions, I guess, 3-0. It's a good comeback. Some good things, some bad things. Some, you know, we'll get into it. I do have my 53-man roster predictions right here. As I can't see right now. It's hard to see. It's all white paper, white light. Um, anyways, but I'll go off and we'll do that as we get going here on the Dan Miller Show. Hit and like, subscribe to this channel. Help me get to 100, man. Um, you know, I love I love doing this. I love talking sports and everything. So please, you know, hit and like, subscribe, and share and review and listen to the podcast. On audio on Apple, Spotify, wherever you could pod and everything like that. Um, so the Buffalo Bills I did not like Shane Buechele played a pretty decent game. I don't have the stats in front of me yet, um, but he had a pretty good game. Here, we'll look it up right now. And for Shane Buechele to have that kind of game is pretty good. And I thought it was um, that he passed Bell overhead, and he was wide open. Um, there's come he did not played very excellent that he should have, and to me that it should have been perfect for you guys for him to play. And Wheeler, I love the way he played. He just runs hard, so good. Spoiler, he's on my list. You know. Um, then again, the way Frank Gore played, it was like crazy, man. Like what? And I was like, how? Oh my god! I was like, Frank Gore ran real good. He caught the ball. Wheeler's running hard. I love the way he runs and sees the holes and visions. Frank Gore the same way, you know. But we got to get to the 53rd man roster. We got to cut down at 6 p.m. on Sunday, and we're gonna know, who's on the roster at that time. Then after that time, was it the next day? We start getting the practice squads. I think we got 16 or 17 guys we could do. I think it's 16 guys. If my memory serves me correctly, I could be wrong. So after, you know, today, there's probably 48 to 53 guys, or what we got, five, anywhere from 3 to 5 guys that still could fight for a roster spot. Plus, we got injuries. Lucky nobody got hurt today. Well, maybe Zastra, the fullback, which I do not have it on here because I don't think they're going to keep a fullback, but I like the way Zastra did, from what I saw, videos of him when media was allowed to be at practice and stuff, and other people have shared the way he blocks and, and runs and helps out the offense. And so who knows? I don't know if he makes it though. I don't have him on here as making it. But like the Bills, I thought, played very well. The only thing I did not like was is the special teams, and it drove me crazy. Ray Davis muffs the punt and they give him back, and they score, take a 7-3 lead, and then you know Tyler Bass was good today. The kicking, the kicking was good. Kickoffs was pretty good. Some of the punt was good. Sorry for my dogs. But the punting was just not good at all. The punt recovery was not good. The Gunners, the whole team, they got a punt return for a touchdown. When he punted to the 45, our own 45-yard line, and then just took it to the house. Everybody came this way, and he went backtracked and got one good block, and that was it. And Dolman was the only one that can catch him. So special teams I did not like at all. And it was just so bad. So, but overall, the Buffalo Bills had 374 total first down or yardage, and Pittsburgh had 300. Players, let's see. Info, let's see. But anyways, so you can't do that. And oh my god, it was just so bad. Like I don't know what to say. Like you know what I mean? Like it was that bad. I like the way Skylar Bell played. That one when Wheeler tried to run it in right before the touchdown, and it was just the way it went. You know what I mean? It's the way it goes sometimes. So, but he got in there. He read the play, and everything. Whether he's a veteran, I don't know if that guy was a veteran or not. But either way, I love it. This is Bell was what we needed. You know, Stephon Diggs, I guess, it's been in comparison, but everybody's saying everything. So hopefully, you guys will. I'll move my camera a little bit for you guys, and it was just I loved the way it played and everything. So for me, I thought it was great. Um, so there's good signs. There's guys that are just not going to make the roster. There's guys that who are injured before from your preseason or during training camp at some point. So for the Buffalo Bills, 15-man roster. We'll start. We'll start with offense right now. Okay. So Josh Allen, Kyle Allen, which we all knew, JA17, got. I have 4 running backs. I have Cook, Davis, Ty Johnson, and Wheeler. But I had a tough time. I really like Wheeler, and after today, I really like Core. And maybe he goes ahead. Wheeler just got here and everything. Ty Johnson could start off an injured. He's injured, as we all know. So, who knows if what happens with that. So, I have 6 wide receivers. I have DJ Moore, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Tyler Bell, Joshua Palmer, and um, Trent Sherfield for the Buffalo Bills as our wide receivers, six. If they just keep five, then the first five, Moore, Shakir, Coleman, Bell, and Palmer, are going to be your guys. And it all depends. Like running backs, man, you're so loaded. Maybe they trade a guy like Wheeler or Frank Gore. If I know it probably wants to be a Bill, but you're putting out film out there for these guys, so it's going to be very tough for Joe Brady and Brandon Beane to get this down to the roster, or maybe there's a trade or something. We got so many offensive linemen. What can we do? Can we trade them before cut down day? It all depends on, hey, wait in the parking lot because you're definitely going to make it. We have Ferguson, who's on the team. Dolman, he's going to be on the team. And Tyler Bass. So there's three guys right there. So now you need 50 guys. So I got six. You know, our three tight ends, Kincaid, Knox, and Hawes. We all know that. Uh, Offensive linemen's left tackle or center or whatever the case may be, however you want to do it. Dawkins, Cushenberry, Van Pren, Granger, and Connor McGovern. Granger, Van Pren, Granger, I could see them trading away to see what happens. You know what I mean? Um, and everything. Pat Moran is doing a live podcast right now. I'm recording this, everything. We'll put it up right away on YouTube. Hit like, subscribe to the channel. Audio, I'll have it first thing tomorrow morning. So you guys, I'm recording this right after the Bills game on Thursday night. It's at 10:27 p.m. My watch stopped. I'm gonna have to get a battery. So you know what? I'm gonna cross out Van Payne Granger. Okay. So Cushenberry, Dawkins, and McGovern. Anderson, Gable, and Drew Valerie, but he'll be on the injury list, probably like Todd Johnson. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 offensive linemen. Like I said, Anderson, Gable, and Drew Valerie. Osiris Torrance, Corbett, and Broker are you guys. Um, Head 10, I forgot. They usually keep 9. And Van Payne Granger, he could be on the team, or Broker can get out. And Van Payne Granger could be on the team as well. So, with our offensive guys, plus you got to fill out special teams. So, there's some guys on here, they're going to be on the special teams no matter what. But we'll see what happens. Now we get to the defense. Jackson, Carter, Ed Oliver, Sanders, Walker, Mathis, which I'd love. We'll go back to him in a second here. Gaines and Bradley Chubb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys right there. So we'll see what happens. But Mathis, getting that one penalty, and then the other guy got a penalty before that. You just can't, do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's suspended for his first 3 games. They could still cut him and not worry about it. So we'll see what happens. Bernard, Elam Tor, Parker, Rousseau, Solomon. I liked how they're playing and everything. And Michael Hoyt. I like the way he's been playing. So you got to keep that going. Um, IGB, love the way he's been playing. I, he's a superstar in the making. That I can tell you. T. Alford, Benford, Harris, and John Hancock. Hancock, he played very well. He played very well. I like the way he played with like TJ Miller. I texted somebody earlier, say what happened to TJ Miller? I haven't heard about him. And then he played pretty good, but I doubt he'll make the roster. Walker, Couch, Geno Stone, Bishop, C.J. Gardner Johnson, Damar Hamlin. Might have to change that out because, 6 guys. So, overall, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 so far, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, right? There we go. I mean, 50 right there. And then you add Bass and Doman and the long snapper. You know, Ferguson. You know what I mean? And there's your 53-man roster. Both Allens, Cook, Davis, Johnson, Wheeler, Moore, Shakir, Coleman, Bell, Palmer, um, Sherfield, Kincaid, Knox, Hawes, Deion Dawkins, Cushionberry, Governor, Anderson, Gable, Drew Bowery, Orson Torrance, Corbett, Broker, Johnson, Carter, Ed Oliver, Sanders, Walker, Mathis, Gaines, Chubb, Bernard, Michael Hoyt, Keelan Elam Orr, Parker, Russo, Solomon, IGB, Elford, Benford, Harrison, Hancock, Walker, Couch, Stone, Bishop, C.J. Gardner Johnson, Hamlin, Bass, Doman, and Ray Ferguson as our long snapper. There's your 53-man roster, guys. In production. Now, we will do a reaction after 6 p.m. after the Bills' final cutdown. So I'll have that up right after that. We'll compare notes, what the actual roster is, what I have written down here that I said here on the podcast. So hit like, subscribe to the channel so you can get information from me as Bills fans like this. Cleveland Browns. We're going to do ranking, Denver Broncos. So we got everything. I want to hold it up so you guys can see, hey, this is who I have at 31. This is who I have 15 or 13 or 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? We'll break it down for you guys. Maybe, I'll say what it is and everything. So hit like, subscribe to the channel, rate and review. Go Bills.